What is up, guys? Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be going through every single card in set 1 for my trading card game, the Chaos Galaxy TCG. Now, set 1 is called The Origin of Chaos, and as you can see here, it is now available for you guys to buy on thegamecrafter.com, which is this website here. There'll be a link to this in the description below. But yeah, if you want to get your hands on a pack of Chaos Galaxy cards, then this is where you need to head. It's $6.99 for a pack of 18 cards. And if you have 2 packs, then that is enough to actually play a game of Chaos Galaxy. My next video will be a very in-depth how to play video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I'm going to go through every single card that you can get in pack 1. Okay, so I have actually made a couple of changes to some of the cards in set 1. Most of them are exactly the same, and I've tried to make as few changes as possible. But there are some things that I needed to do to keep the game fair, or things that didn't make sense because I've tweaked the rules a little bit. But anyway, card number 1, as you know, is Manflacky. Number 2 is the really rare Humongous Ancient Rockman. Number 3 is Demented Chicken Guy. Then got Orbov with a slightly different ability. Once per game, when your opponent moves a creature into a battle zone, you can free play this kill creature. So it used to just be any time during your opponent's turn you can free play him. But because that was just a bit vague and you could do it at like really random times, I've changed it so you can only play him so you can only use his ability when your opponent moves a creature into a battle zone. Hoblog, Vizuzu, Thousand Eyes Fish, Bob2699, Transponge, Blarg, the first ridiculously rare in the set, Cranchon, who I was very lucky to get in my pack opening. If you haven't seen that as well, there'll be a link in the description below. Pyronite, Trekatrank, Tonex, his ability is the exact same. Jet Punch, Floating Rock with non-floating rock on top. Cloudicorn, Kronk, Angel Eatle, Pelfam, his ability is the same. Aquanite, Meltalon. Meltalon has changed slightly. It says at the end of both players' turns, this card loses 50 power and health, which is the same. However, if this card's health becomes 0, it is killed, which just makes it a tiny bit worse, but to be honest, by the time its health has got that low anyway, it's more likely than not to have just been killed by something else. Scythe Sect, Flappy Dragon, Desert Dancer, Spark Eye, Bogabooga, Zinza, Aditrox. His ability is the same. The first time he would be killed by a battle, he's not killed. Guster, he's unchanged. When this creature is cosplayed, you can remove any one empty zone from your opponent's planet. Drangel, Magmol, Viridius the Devourer, Jellyfished, Boldwhip, Paradrax. Now, this is the card I've probably changed most in the entire game. I was looking through some old sketches that I did whilst I was remaking all the set 1 cards, and I realised that this card was meant to have an ability, which I always forgot to give it. But whilst this creature is on your planet, it is also classed as a Sindel creature. And if you read this, when I moved my mouse, I knew that was going to happen. But as you can see, the word Sindel is now purple to suit the planet Sindel. I've done this on every card that mentions a card or planet's name. I've made the text saying that card's name in bold and changed it to the colour that planet is based around. So the word Sindel or any creature from Sindel will have its name in purple in card abilities. It just makes things a bit clearer, I think. So whilst he's on your planet, he's also classed as a Sindel creature. So he's Sindian and Sindel, so he can be used in both planets. Floop, Deh. Now, this might be a bit controversial, but Deh, his health used to be 340, which was just ridiculous for a 4-star. So I have brought it down to 320. He still has the highest health out of any card, 4 stars or lower in the entire game, which by a mile. So he's still an amazing card, but I've just made him a bit more fair, I think. Schwaggle, Tonononononon, Seed Blaster. When he's killed by a battle, all creatures in your opponent's battle zones become Gaios creatures. And as you can see again, the word Gaios is written in bold green. Helder, Aeronite, and then Slush. And next up, the combiners, we have Sucker Slug Face and Sucker Slug Other Face. Got the Island Beast Mountain and Plain. And then Tentaclon Tentacles and Tentaclon's Head. Next up, now we've got Creature Conjurers, the first resource card. Resource Conjurer, Point, Mystical Relic Golden Chalice, Galaxy's Gift, Charge Blaster. I've changed the artwork on this a bit. The top of it used to be cut off, and then I've made that light blue boulder to make it look more like a big Plasma Cannon, Relihex Power Crystal, Star Path, Orbit. I've changed the artwork on this a bit. Also, its text says both players swap stars with each other until the end of your opponent's next turn, and that used to be it. However, it now says you can't play this card if you've already added a zone to your planet this turn, because what people were kind of doing was they had all their stars, they were just paying them all to buy like loads of zones that they didn't really need. They just had like no stars, and then they'd swap the stars with their opponent, meaning your opponent would just have 0 stars, and it'd just be quite unfair. So Orbit's a bit more tactical now. Bone Ladder, Desert Quake, The Secret of the Floating Rock, The Magical Zemelian Tree, Firebolt, Divine Doom, Swirlpool, Cosmic Treasure, Rewind Wormhole, Galaxy Crash, of course, the other ridiculously rare card, which kills all creatures on both players' planets, Bow-Eyed Comet, Slush Infestation. I've changed the ability of this slightly. It says place this card in one of your opponent's empty zones, and then the way it used to work is it would just occupy that zone for the rest of the game, which is really good. However, you didn't really have any way of killing it. But then this says when another Slush Infestation is played, kill this card. So it stops people playing 2 together, or if you play 1 on your opponent, then their 1 will die. So I think that's quite good, because it is a card that I think a lot of people should be using, because it's fantastic. Terramorphing, Bullwarder, Temple of the Archangels, super secret morale boosting 3-way secret handshake, the Upside Down Realm, Warpole Territory, Galafection, and Parallel Universe to round off the permanent resources. We've got KO starting off the attachment cards, Galactic Saber, Galactic Helm. I've sort of reworked these artworks slightly as well. Naked. Naked's a bit better now. It used to be pretty rubbish that just said neither player can attach cards to the attached creature. However, because at this time there is actually no way to get round attached. There is actually no way to get rid of an attachment card, so you can kind of get a bit stuck. But it says neither player can attach cards to the attached creature, and when you attach Naked to a creature, any attachment cards that were attached to it before go back to their owner's hands. So it sort of like takes away anything that was already there. Eternity Amulet, Pentarelicus, Ice Elixir, Blaze Elixir, Icaretta. The attached creature just becomes a no planet creature, and that's in bold black because it just means the creature doesn't have any planet at all. It's just like blank. Semi-Omniplanetary Disguise, Acid Stork Cloud, Smackanism, For Sale Sign, and then Phantom Matter is the final card in set 1, and a very powerful one at that. We've then got all the planet cards, but these abilities, I've been through them dozens of times and they haven't changed. We do then have the limited edition cards, of course. However, you can't actually get these in the regular packs of set 1. I'm waiting for like a special set that I'm going to release. So it'll be a pack where you get like a sort of bulk of cards from set 1, and value-wise it'll be cheaper, but then you'll also get these 2 limited edition cards in that set as well. So you have Eden, the Protector of Fire, and then Galactic Shapeshifter is the other one. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know which cards you're looking forward to getting from set 1 of the Chaos Galaxy, the Origin of Chaos. And apart from that, I've got nothing else to say, but please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, get hold of some cards. So I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.